Hi, I'm Tiffany Franklin. One of the best ways to make sure you always have fresh fruits and vegetables at your fingertips is to grow your own. Different fruits and vegetables are grown seasonally. In the southern United States, there are vegetables that you can harvest in spring, summer, fall, and winter. The Southern University Ag Center in Baton Rouge is teaching young people how to plant their own gardens. These gardens can be major assets in low-income areas called food deserts, where families don't have transportation to get to supermarkets or fresh produce markets. The communities don't have markets within walking distance that sell fresh fruits and vegetables. The first step in creating your own garden is to make sure you have a place to plant. This can be done in containers, raised beds, or in the ground by digging rows. If you are growing plants like tomatoes in containers, make sure your containers are large enough for the roots to grow. Any container can be used to grow plants. Just make sure the container has good drainage. You will find patio tomatoes at some garden centers. To create raised beds, you can use wood, concrete cinder blocks, or any other materials that will hold soil in place. If you are using cinder blocks, stack the blocks so the holes in them are facing the sky. That way, the dirt can't fall through the sides of the blocks. You don't have to build raised beds. You can put your plants and seeds directly in the ground. Step 1 is to place cardboard or newspaper down to smother and kill the grass. After the grass is dead, use a shovel and a hoe to make the ground soil nice and fluffy. While you are chopping up the ground, you can mix some compost, manure, or organic fertilizer into the soil to be sure you have all the nutrients necessary for healthy plants. All fertilizers should be applied with adult supervision, especially chemical fertilizers. Then, you can decide if you want your garden to have rows or other neat shapes. The idea is to make sure you can reach inside the shape to put plants in the ground and pull weeds. You should recultivate the soil or break it up every planting season. This does require a bit of work, so you want to keep the garden small. Small gardens can produce more food than you think. It is always cheaper to plant seeds instead of transplants, which you can buy at a nursery. If you are using seeds, make sure you start early in the planting season. We use both plants and seeds. Make sure you water your plants and seeds as soon as you plant them, if it is not after a hard rain. Continue watering plants for a few days if they start drooping because of the heat. Once the garden is planted, try to keep weeds and insects out. Weeds steal water and nutrients from the plants you are trying to grow. Hand weed raised beds to avoid the use of chemicals. It is easier to use a hoe for in-ground gardens. When it comes to insects, some are beneficial. Ladybug larvae eats aphids, also known as plant lice, which are bad for plants. The aphids suck on our plants, making them unhealthy. Sick plants produce fewer fruits and vegetables. When you see aphids or other pesky insects in the garden, you can gently smash them with your hands or spray soapy water on your plants to keep the bad bugs away. Different smells keep bad bugs out of the garden without killing the beneficial ones. You can make your own scented pest repellent. Simply add garlic and cayenne pepper to a bucket of water and leave it in the sun all day. The sun will cook the mixture, causing it to release an odor that will run pesky bugs away. Then pour some of the liquid into a spray bottle and spray it on the plants to keep bugs away even longer. Be careful of cayenne pepper. It can burn your fingers and eyes. Next time, we will learn when and how to harvest our summer fruits and vegetables, as well as what to grow in the fall.
Funding for this project was provided by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, National Institute of Food and Agriculture. The Southern University Ag Center is working in partnership with the ExxonMobil YMCA to reach children.